said, being focused on yourself. Just we're creating every day from our minds to our to physical. So, 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 so you have to stay focused on yourself. You know, if you want to maintain something, if you want to create something. So, every day's a different way that you can go about life and existence. Like you get you get to do things all over again. You get to recreate your body again. So you get to add more parts to your being, to your body. You know what I'm saying? So whatever spaces you're in is what's creating your features, your facial features, things that you do affect your body because it affects your blood flow, your how how you're talking to yourself, how you're carrying yourself. So just knowing that 6 a.m. come back around for everybody. The sun come out for everybody. You can arrange your actions. I'm saying rearrange your actions more to something closer to your spirit, to your space. Some that's like nothing, but always creating things, amounts of things, and just accumulation and experiences and things you leave behind. It for you to be seen a certain type of way based on how much you're aware of how you're creating. So now you're more aware of your creation. You know what I'm saying? It's like external things that you think matter don't really matter. Like how you think your friends or family may see you. I mean, I ain't no really friends and family. You have to recreate all of that. You have to recreate who is who in your life all over again. Once you because it's like many so you're always gonna wake up in two different awarenesses, different, and you're fun and vice versa. You can go to sleep on stuff, like things that ain't serving a purpose in your life. That's where I would put certain bodies to sleep and things like that. AKA give it death, give it, no longer spark blood and adrenaline into those areas, so it won't create certain phases, certain things for me to be seen that the way. If I know that's not a way I want to be portrayed, or saying portray myself, saying I know how to keep myself in a vortex, and which your body is that same vortex, just like spinning, like spinning chakra, spinning. Okay, your cycle, whatever is making you, I'm saying what everybody you're taking shape and form of, saying, and you're the like the architect in your body, saying to, you're really saying, so you have to know how to deal with yourself. It's gonna be a lesson for the next couple. That's really a lesson. That's something you do all the time, really. It's like, because you wake up to your body, your mentality every day. So until you take care of them, you can't go outside of your body, because you ain't got a body yet. So you ain't got your mind set, your mind made. I'm saying, before you wake up, before you getting ready to do whatever you getting ready to do, then it's saying you just in the world idle, like, you know what I'm saying. You're not taking care of responsibilities or things of that nature. So, yeah, just, 6 a.m. I'm saying you're always creating your headspace again. Things, saying so on and so forth. And saying each house creates each body part, each, saying whatever thoughts and feelings you're in throughout the day. It's creating, because like the end of the day, almost feel like your feet. You know what I'm saying? Like, you saying the begin the day could be like your head, and saying, and you be going through different mentalities through different times of the day, creating what makes up your whole day. So, like, and you have to be, so you have to be looking at what you're doing in some way, shape, or form. You have to stop and ask yourself and talk. You have, no matter who you are, like, it be so subconscious. Like, if you don't know that you're doing it, that it would be just be like you in your mind, not actually like, so. Or some of y'all just act purely off reacting to off the in of the moment, whatever's happening to y'all. So y'all be in some people be in situations of things ain't happening through them, it's happening to them. I'm saying you gotta know things is happening through you, not to you. That way you know you don't have to be hard on yourself. You change your actions, you change your world. You change your mind, you change your world. A thought can change everything. But a thought away, baby. It's but a thought away. How you gonna put the boots on the ground? Nobody gonna come save you. You gotta save yourself. I know men walking on clouds gonna pull up on y'all. Sorry to break it to y'all. No Muhammad, no Allah, no Buddha. So you're creating from the inside out. So, your your spirit is like the spectator. Your mind is like the player. The saying the saying your soul. It's like your time, your individuality. It's that body that identifies you no matter what shape and form you're in. It'll always separate you from the rest and give you your own spaceship, your own mind, your own body, your own vessel. So you have to know how to spark life, spark, you know what I'm saying, 6 a.m., you know what I'm saying, like, spark, you know what I'm saying, Aries, spark, you know what I'm saying, that vision, know how to spark your own imaginations, you know what I'm saying. And you have to know how to go about things. You have to know how to execute. Gotta kill it out here. You know what I mean? But it's normal that things take practice. Some people just like, even if you look into yourself, you know your capabilities and capabilities without even necessarily having to tell everybody, or, you know what I'm saying, it's just kind of obvious when you're just doing something in general. Like, it's, you can kind of see the areas where you've made progress, where progress might be needed. Everybody, may not everybody, cause I don't, may bullshit every now and then, or, you know, uh, stay out, like, man, like, wander off for a minute, or, you know, saying, like, may get off track for a little bit of stuff, but not over here. Like, this, what I'll be talking about. This this is why I really be keeping feet on the fire, like, right here, cause I'm always talking about real life and existence, and anything else seems that outside of that box is just funny, goofy stuff I don't want to hear, because I hate clowns. I really saying, I just, you know what I'm saying, like, I kick rocks. I rather do what you're, because even then people will even start, but they don't know, like, they really, you just a mirror. You're they're always reflecting. I'm seeing their own reflection. So, like, you don't want to be or even around the energy, because you'll be guilty by association. So you want to make sure you're never around. Saying, and if it is happening, just listen, just know how to always grow and expand, and know how to have better ways of reacting to things that you may not like to be around, but it's just how things are at the moment. And saying, if it's things you may not be able to see how it's God trying to teach you a lesson, or, in the saying, God, just all possibilities, everything that's currently going on. I'm saying, major, it's just currently in how things being involved in whoever's in the world at the moment, seeing how everything can be like, everything's like a square, like, seeing, like, even the day, like, so it's like spaces within spaces, and so you break it down, it's like breaking down a word, or whatever. Saying, you get down to the root, get down to the single cell, saying the where you can't stretch it out further, you can't go. I'm saying that's saying you done reached uh, a max, full amount of something. You know what I'm saying? So you just have to give it depth, give it. But in some transitions, that looks like it's something slower. It's like, okay, like here, you know what I'm saying? Like, death is like slow as fuck. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I mean, well, it's based on perception and stuff like that. Your perception changes by the day, changes, every every second, minute, and saying every ounce of seconds and uh, fluid that you spend here. Fluid, like your actual money, like your actual currency. Once you're able to see your seeds of awarenesses, and saying, and you're you're responsible for broader things, that whether the world sees it, how it's how it's supposed to be perceived, which you probably never will. But only so it's this really always the case. It's always just a small hand of individuals that's uh moving and shaping and creating the world. Saying so purely off the mind. Saying like straight carrying this shit. You know, like little to no help. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody one man army over here. It's everybody no the it's like the lone wolf. It's a pack. You know, it's a pack. It's a everybody in a group understands that energy. Saying so. So it's like you're alone, but you're not too alone. Saying gives you a little bit of emotional intelligence. You know, that's that. After that, you forever have that spaceship. And saying and I should be able to perceive you, and you should be able to perceive me without us even having to say too much. You know what I'm saying? Like just based off if somebody's doing something in the world, and it's just you just saying you're not perfect. I know I'm not perfect. It's like so you just know how to adjust to whatever the world's throwing at you or y'all if y'all doing things together in some way shape or form. Which I always try to include others regardless whether they know they're into it yet or not. Like I I gotta even if I may think I'm not doing the best, put try to put for my future self, put myself a couple moves ahead of even of myself. You know what I'm saying? So things are changing a lot because I'm not even looking at others outside of me too much, but with a wise mind of still observing others because you always have to have peripheral vision. You know, you have to be able to see what's coming towards you. So in order to do that, it's like you have to even take a sec to breathe and look at everything what's going on, but not to judge for too long, because not to stay in everybody's mind for just might just peak for a couple minutes, seconds of air, just to so you know where you're standing, and because everybody does this, so so then you can go back to your spaceship in your mind, so you can go back to the drawing board and keep adding on and editing and constructing whatever craft it is that you got going on, whether it's in creativity or art. You got 2%. And maybe things you're not ready to bring out to the light yet, so you're still working on it. It's like certain things are you may let a few people know, you may let nobody know, you may same, but I mean at some point you gonna have to let someone know. It's like that's when you fully down with whatever you were like maybe. So whenever it's even minds added on to a creation, like everything becomes potent, even more potent. Like whatever effect you're trying to create or whatever, like becomes stronger. Cause more cells, more vessels, adding their energy, thoughts, and feelings towards something that come from nothing, but saying that'll be the clearest and best representation of nothingness. Saying like shaped and molded in a type of man, in a type of manner that it's not harming itself or others outside of itself. It's it's in fact changing and converting minds outside of it, because it went through process of doing that with itself first. Being focused on itself. Reminding y'all, saying if y'all are keeping up with the houses and the day in the days according to the current system that is running. Saying, you know what I'm saying, wherever house, time of the time of the year, time of the cycle. Saying, so, yeah. Whenever you focus on you and you know you about to do what you're already doing, just 10 times better every day. That's the aim. That's the objective. You know, that's the saying. That's the point. That's the goal. And you go out there and do these things. Teach yourself an ability, and then you can teach others. Pardon me. Remind others what they already know. We ain't with none of the grifting ass energies and saying, you know what I'm saying? La La Land tell you, saying, come with me. Face, no. You about to be very lonely then. You about to be very sick till you clean that shit. You know, your mind is just another body. It's your first body. So, so you have to be able to know how to line your sun, moon, and sin, your actions, your reactions, and how you go about those. So you know, sun and moon, stop the feelings. Alchemy is gold and silver. Um, just talking about how right like brain, internal, external. So saying no, it ain't coming back. Why don't you make something out of it? Why don't you sit in certain energies that you know you don't like to do, but you know some you know it's something in there that you know you have to do. It's like taking care of your responsibilities, taking care of your mind, take care of, you know what I'm saying, and nobody can help you but yourself when it comes to that. I don't know why people think that you gotta go to another person, like when they be making like the ter- therapists and all these things, and like it's going in reverse. Really, it's like You know, you have to do things. And I don't like change. I'll be afraid of dealing with yourselves. That's why my channel be the way it is. Saying off the rip, you're not gonna like how I come. If you got a devilish mind, saying you were ish, and saying you may not be all the way. It's like, saying, you have to know how to put yourself in people's shoes and then deal with your own shoes. You know, like really deal. Saying you know how what created these areas to make saying you have to keep your mind focused on whatever it is that you be working on. You know what I'm saying? Like everything is practice, so it's hard. Everything any practice. Like that's why just existing feels like work. It's saying it's like I'm saying can be expecting the most and giving the bare minimum. Hey, you can only say you got what you deserve. Mm, like a finding star face. It look like I said. It's a goddamn star off here. You know that you the witch or the wizard every day. So in case you don't want with these thoughts and feelings that saying you have to know that it's things that aren't typically talked about around everybody. It's just like you are everybody. So you have to change your perspective so you can. That's why you're the one that can make got so many ideas, got so many ways of going about the same thing that everybody doing. It's just you capitalize of everything. So you saying okay, it's just making something like everybody get the same rock clay to mold. It's just how they thoughts and feelings is how them clay shapes and molds. Damn melting shit. You know what I'm saying? How the metal melt. Said, look of metal skin face. And body just keep making these transitions, these from one space to another. So when you're moving through space, mm, we're creating what's ahead of us, the fire of the future, the upright triangle. Mm, I can, water's the triangle facing down, I think, if I am mistaken. Saying your body like a machine, saying you gotta watch what you put in it, saying down to thoughts and feelings. How you talk to yourself when you're on your own. Mm. Just talking about this because I'm feeling generous. Gang, if you focus on yourself, you can't go wrong. It's only a handful of things that you got to pick out from. If you cut it down to one, what it really be? Like, what else could it be? And think about it really good. Like, it's just the actions we be doing. Like, saying like everything got a meaning to it. Like, if you observe the room of everything got like a alignment to it. Like, so that's how you could observe situations. Things like to know how something happened, even in the mind. Whereas things that if you're not in the mind, you won't be able to see it. It's like that's how people miss certain things. You know, like or you get hit blindsided with certain stuff because they're not patient enough to observe the whole scenario or situation, depending on what you're doing. Mm, people just deal with today is like today. That's most likely what everybody's saying. So, you know how to pinpoint what every saying what's most likely going on. You know how to be sensitive to the senses, and you know whether to put your thought and feeling to it or not. You know what I'm saying with a little bit more wisdom. I'm saying it's a new day. You should be it's a little bit more evolution to yourself. A little bit more, a little bit more. I don't want to say like spiritual maturity or something. So like just you can't keep always keep being saying it's fast, especially when it's like you know you're on that type of train of thought. So it's like you were train of thought, saying training your thoughts. So like saying certain words hold certain frequencies like keys within them. That's what I'm saying. Like if you break off a letter or something, you got like only certain if only if you express it or it's through saying through you saying so others can perceive it or see it to be able to be like, oh yeah, I can see that too. So like to know that that's teamwork makes the dream. That's how the world got created. That's some of us actually showing. That's proof and evidence of what we're talking about is true. And that should be more than two individuals explaining something in the same type of manner. So that's proven that this world is existing and it's what's creating the existing world that's currently going on and stuff. Full of other people that be doing crazier shit than you, getting out out there like living and partying and shit. Like I'm saying, but things always come with a cost, you know. It's like, and you can get any type of lifestyle as long as you're willing to pay the price. That's it. That's all. So if you know what you're signing yourself up for, then you should be straight. Nothing to worry about, right? Are you ready for what? Full moon. Oh, see it. Let's throw it up. Uh, So you should always know how to be able to get back on track and put everybody back on track. If you tapped in and you tune in to your true internal predecessors and shit. I ain't gonna stress this shit no more. You shit to stress about, bitch. And you let shit press you. That shit shapes emotion. I'm saying that's pressure. I'm saying saying pressure makes diamond. You have to stay in tune to your own internal natures. To know how to act and react sun moon. Saying in a better manner when that sun come back around. You bring new freshness down here. New fruits, new flavors, new whole new weaponry, armor things, spaceship parts and everything. So, individual do that together, like it's just creating a broader flame, bigger, I'm saying, bigger flame. Which that's already correlated in the internal world. Saying, as long as you keep your mind in that type of space and pocket, then that's what the works is for and towards. And towards. And keywords, saying swords. Swords. You ain't stuck or saying or stagnated, but you're also not all over the place. You're neutralized. Somewhere in between. Not too hot, not too cold. Regardless of external temperature, you got nothing to do with that. See, we make streamer. And we all in our own worlds, but and you're within a world. So that don't give a fuck about nothing. Saying no human, nothing got going on. Saying it's gonna turn. Saying it's gonna recycle regardless. Same way everything outside of you does. Saying down to your home. Saying Yeah. You're in your mind, you're in your pilot abilities, saying you're if you're in a higher octave mind, saying act like it, saying a little more than just as long as you got some consistency to your craft, saying it should work for itself. Saying even when you aren't fully in certain areas or parts of your body, saying you fill in the blank as other days come around and stuff. So for just whatever you didn't get to finish, you know what I'm saying? So you always get to pick up new things you want to create. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you finish with whatever it is that you do start. And saying, cause it looks sloppy whenever you just leave some um saying in certain type of lights, saying, lights. So it's a different world, but it's the actual world. It's that it's like you can't be blinded by these synthetic goggles, lenses, and stuff. Saying like it look like I be at the esoteric mall or shopping for these thoughts and these ideas, and yeah, I don't know where they could have came from. So like I see, I gotta become the creators of certain things that you'll be able to use some the same, like instead of you having to buy a spaceship part, so it's like you have access to it because you work in that field yourself. You do that type of work yourself. It's like you get to be in certain rides and stuff. It's like that's what I'm saying because you're creating it. So I ain't no really other ride. You know what I'm saying? It's ride die with yourself to yourself. Focus on you. You know what I'm saying? And wherever that leads you, saying shouldn't be no flunky phony stuff in this world for real. Shit, if all y'all from the bottom of y'all safe spiritual tip. Flights.